Good morning, good morning. I figured while you guys were signing on, I'll run and get one more thing that I forgot. So happy Saturday. Another beautiful day out there. We have a lot of show and tell, and a lot of show and tell. A lot of things came in because didn't get a chance to show you during the week, but we, like I said, grab a comfortable chair and a cup of coffee and have a seat. We're going to start off. This is the card that Kim did this week on our blog. And if you ever want to check out our blog, Donna does a post once or twice a week. Kim does her weekly Monday card. It's buffalostampsandstuff.blogspot.com. You have to spell out the word and. Check it out. So there's always like great samples up there. Donna will go through and post pictures from the Facebook Live. If you're looking for something specific, you might find it there. But yeah, check it out. This is the card that Kim did, and she used the Build a Gift set from Pretty Pink Posh. And you could see that you can make all these great different decorative packages. It'll be great for the holidays and, reds and greens or golds and silvers for a wedding card and so on and so forth. But it's a really great die. In fact, this is probably the third time we've reordered it, and we've never even showed a sample of it. So that's from Pretty Pink Posh, Build a Gift. So yesterday, I had a challenge, which I didn't get to do anything about, but I'm going to show you what Lucia and Janet did in a little bit. I was busy working on some cards in the front of the store. We have a lot of lighthouses and beach kind of things, so I made a couple samples, so I wanted to share that with you. This is a die from IO, and it's a lighthouse scene, and I just made a super simple card. People are always asking for masculine cards. I just used the paper from Simple Stories in the background that has all those beautiful blues, the nautical colors, the reds and stripes and stuff, and just put the die cut over it. And I used a really simple happy birthday. So this probably took me all of 5 minutes to put together. So really fast card. This is the set that I used from Hero Arts, and I think this is a really old set that I probably have when it originally came out, and I think they revamped it, maybe have added a few other sentiments, but it's like one of those sets that has almost like everything you might want in it, different fonts, different little sayings like, hey sunshine, you did it, hooray, congratulations, woohoo, you're the best, thinking of you, thanks, happy anniversary, hello there. So it's just, one of those, sets that it's nice to have when you're looking for something that you just can go right to it. And then I combined these two dies, the ocean sunset scene from Frantic Stamper and the little sailboats in the little lighthouse. And I did this all in white, and then I used my Copic markers to color in the water and the little rope twine around the sun. And then I did ink the background with one of my ink pads. And once again, I used the Miss You from the set. And you could put happy birthday on there. Once again, a really kind of simple masculine card. This is the next one I did, and the palm trees and hammock. This kind of reminds me of like a retirement. I think, did I? A retirement. So on this, I just used a blue paper for the background, didn't even ink it. Die cut this in white, used my Copic markers to color that in. I have one of the sentiments from that set. And I'm using the VersaFine Claire. And if you can see, I did not have to use a Misty. I used a block with a stamp on it. I'm going to kind of cut this out. I think I'm going to put this down here, but I'm going to make a little mat and color that in brown and just set that down at the bottom. But, you know, this is one of the things I want to show you. I'm using the little beach birds die cut, and you get a million of them in there. And I'm going to add these little birds. And just a lot of times by adding simple little things, you get a totally different look. So this one I'll finish later, but you know, I might find a bigger sentiment. I don't know, maybe something bigger because I have a big space here. Well, I have to figure out what else I can add down there. But we'll see this. It finished up in the store. And you can see I used a stitched frame die from my favorite things to kind of frame that. So those are kind of 3 cards I worked on last night. And yesterday, Janet was in the store and we were looking for something and we came across these dies that I have on sale. They are on the website. This is all we have. They are marked down to $5. So it's actually a really good deal. So even if you get these online, you'll get them for $5. And this was the challenge that Janet said, why did you do something with this? And I'm like, well, why did you do something with it? So she made a flower and Lucia came in and Lucia made a flower. And actually, I'll open one up to show you how these work. They're called rolled flowers. And for $5, it's probably a nice die just to have if you ever need to create a flower. So hold on one second. Let me die cut it. That's how I get my dies to be released. I'll put this back in here. And this is the flower. That is, that little circle in there is the base that will hold this. Now, traditionally, if you have, oh gosh, one of those little tools, they have the little slot in there. I forgot what they call those. I think it might be for quilling. But what you're going to do is you're going to roll. And the tighter the roll, the smaller the flower. And you just keep rolling. You can ink your flowers ahead of time. You could use pattern paper. And what you're going to do is kind of let it fold open. And the little petals you can kind of push out. And if you need to go back and make a smaller flower, and you'll see we have a couple that are done that you'll see, just go back and roll it. And even a lot of times you could just roll it with your finger once you have it tight. I usually put a whole bunch of glue and just kind of hold it down, and that'll keep the flower in place. Yes, they are dimensional, so, you know, if you're putting on a card, you would have to put, you know, a special pack, you know, the bubble card envelopes, you know, if you're mailing this. But that's how that flower works. What Janet and Lucia did is they used the little stems, which we have. We have some individually sold in these little packets for $2.99. And then we also have some, I think, from Heartfelt Creations. And this is the first flower that Lucia made. And you can see that they inked it. I'm sure that the color, it looks like they used an oxide ink pad. And on this, she added some of the sparkle paste, which typically we use for stencils, but she just added it on the edge. And you can see the difference because hers is really wound tight and glued tight that you can make little flowers with them. And then Janet did hers, and she actually took scissors and cut those petals and made a completely different flower. And once again, hers is not as tight, so you can see it's slightly bigger. And she put the little flower stamens in there. And she used some of the unicorn white spray, which we no longer have from Hero, but we have one from Avriel, and she sprayed her flowers. So just, I mean, you know, it's kind of a nice die to have if you're going to make a flower and you need something dimensional. These are actually really nice to make if you're making a gift box for somebody and make this little arrangement on the top. So if anybody's interested, it's the Retro Rolled Flower from Dynamics, and it's only $5. When they're gone, they're gone. So thank you guys. On Wednesday night, I did a demonstration with some new WOW embossing powders that came out. They're on order. They should probably be arriving in a couple weeks. And one of the powders that I used was called Obsidian, and this is not Obsidian. This is Bahama. It has a combination of white, and it had black, and it had different textures of embossing powder. So it wasn't all fine. So you got this dimension, and I did several different techniques with it. You might want to go back. I think Jess put them up on the YouTube so you can see what we did. And I have 3 cards that I did finish, so I want to share those with you. Oh, I have to write a note. Because I have a couple things I have to remind you of. Sorry. Okay, so this is the first card that I finished, and this had that obsidian embossing powder on the back. If you can see, it's kind of chunky. So there is a little bit of silver, there's white and the black, and I sprinkled it, and I heated it from underneath, and I made a background paper. And I went back and I did add ink that night, a little bit of the black soot on the edge and in the flower centers. And this is a die from Penny Black that I've been really wanting to use. So this is the die that I used. I went back and I added sparkle embossing powder on the flowers. So I don't know if you can see that. They're really kind of sparkly. And this is one of Tim Holt's they're kind of like those Dymo tape words. And this one is called Label Stickers. And I used one of the label stickers on the bottom and just matted it in white. So that's one of the cards that I created. The other card I put together, this is the one that I used the embossing glazes, which are the finer embossing powders from Tim Holtz. And I used fossilized amber, and that might have been broken china. I sprinkled those on the paper. I added a bit of gold. So on that background paper I created, I die cut the word hello, which is a big hole in underneath here. And then on the background paper, I'll put it up so you can see. I took an embossing folder and I embossed that embossed paper and created like a textured background with the embossing powders on it. So that was the other card that was created. The last card, I used a die cut Coverall background, and I used, oh gosh, what was it called? It's in a 3-pack combo of the turquoises. And this is the card. I love this one. This is the card I created. I did do about 2 to maybe 3 different layers of the embossing powder. And if you see this in person, it just looks amazing. And, you know, instead of using the whole card as a background, I kind of used it as this band on here. And I kind of like it just like it is. You could put a bow on it. You know, I just put little paper strips on it, but I just kind of left it as it is. And I'll just move it a little bit closer. So in this combination, there was the turquoises, the white, and the silver. And those will be coming in. Like I said, the people that have requested them, we have your name, and so you'll be the first ones to get them. So that's kind of what I played with. Now we have a bunch of new products that came in. Periodically, we always get people that ask for anything Disney, and anything Disney for companies, they have to buy the license, and it tends to be awfully expensive. But let's see, this Creative World of Crafts in the UK bought the license and has made these 8x8 paper packs. So this one is the Jungle Book. We have a Mickey. We have the Lion King. And we have Toy Story. So these just came in, and they are 8x8 paper packs. I'm really excited about these. These are from Waffle Flower, and these are for your ink pads. A lot of, there's a couple, or a company or 2 out there that have come out with these, and now Waffle Flower has them. And as you can see, it like just holds, you know, not permanent because you lift it up, but it holds right on your work surface. And you put your ink pads in here. They have one for rectangles. So you can put your pads in here, and when you're inking, your pad's not sliding all around. We have the square. I don't know if you can see this one. This is the square, and this one works with the distressing ink pads or any square shaped. And I think one of the favorites is going to be these 2. These are for the mini ink pads, the little square cubes, and so many companies have little square cubes. This I love her packaging too. So this one you can put 8 colors. You could put 4, and you could put the lid on the other side of the mini colors. And then this one is just 4. And so these are from Waffle Flower, and they call them ink pad holders. So these are online and now available. The other thing that, you know, Charlene, who does the watercolor class, was thinking, oh my gosh, this is like perfect too, because it's, you know, sticky for your surface, and it'll just kind of attach itself to use with your watercolor paints, and put your colors in here and maybe blend in between. It will stain, but you know what? That's what happens. Like, I don't think anybody, I mean, you know, we have people that come in and, you know, they use a clear stamp and have stamped with black ink and are like really afraid because it didn't clean. Well, that's what happens. You know, your dark colors will stain, but as long as you remove that ink, it's good to go when you're adding other colors. So we have these in the store, but look at their packaging. I love their little packaging. We have a few other things that came in from Waffle Flower, and I thought this was really cool because we never really get a whole lot of anything book related. So this is a new die, which will make a layered book. Let me just open it so you can see the dies up on top. So you have, you know, the book covers and then the different pages that will layer on top. There's a stack of books. You can do the stack, and then you can have the, it looks like the pages. You can use that there, or you have the book edges, which will actually go on there. So very cool die. One of these days we'll have a little sample of it up so you can see what it actually does. But I'm sure on their site they have posted pictures. Oh, let me just put that to the side. We'll do that one later. Let's see, they have a couple other. This is a book coverall. So it's a die cut of all different book pages. And that's called the book cover die. They have a really nice sentiment set with a variety of different kind of book related messages. I thought there was one more. Let's see. Oh, they have a bookmark die, so you can make, you know, bookmarks, and these are fun little gifts that you can throw in a card. Just give them a bookmark. This is a new fancy frame die. This looks really cool, and they've jumped on the foil bandwagon, and this is a really vintage vine foil cover plate. Actually, this will probably be beautiful when it's done. One of their really popular stamp sets and dies is the Happy Retirement, and the die for the Happy Retirement will coordinate with this. There's a stamp set, they have a die, and now they have the foil plate for Happy Retirement. And this is called the Classic Frame foil plate. So this, you're going to get a frame on your paper, and then you have all these different sentiments. You have hello, thank you, with sympathy, and thinking of you for foiling. So these are from Waffle Flower. Photo Play. We have their fall release in. So we have these great sentiment dies. We have for Halloween, Spooky, Booty You, Trick or Treat. And you can see a nice little sample on the back. We have Warm Hugs, Give Thanks, and Happy Thanksgiving. Another sample on the back. A new mini slimline die. And I love the fact that they always put great samples on the back. This one is a the size 9, the regular slim line, and you can see you have that layer, and then you get all these little flags inside. And here they use that Give Thanks die. And you can see that nice little scallop. On the top, they didn't use a scallop, they cut it off. So that, you know, So know that you can use that on a smaller size card too. There's a new flower set and chrysanthemum and some really nice little sentiments. There is a coordinating die, and the die includes the sentiment dies along with the flower. And you can see that. Look at those beautiful fall colors. This is one of their 6x6 background candy corn stamps. We have the turkey die cut. So you get all these different pieces, and when you put them together, you get that little turkey. And we also have the sunflower set, and these are the bigger sets. So you have a corner sunflower, you have a couple additional, then you have these great little sentiments. It also has the coordinating die, and there's a sample on the back. I don't know if you can tell, but on the sample they used that one new die, the slimline die. And here's another sample. So those are brand new from Photoplay. We have kind of, moved things around once again in the store. So these you'll be able to find in the fall section. We have a fall section set up. I feel like I'm a month ahead of the game. So.
Let's not wake up from that.
Another really cool stencil that we got in. I used one of them last week, and here's another one from Stamperia, and really doesn't have a name. It's by Vicky. Hard to say your last name, but Vicky. We're gonna have them on this side, yeah, because we'll. Back in stock, finally, the Zesty Lemon Die from Lawn Fawn. There's a cute sample. This one's been out of stock for a while, so we got this back in. These are all the things I'm showing, so okay. They gotta come this way. Good morning.
You're gonna be on this side. Okay.
This is a new 3-pack cutting plate from Sizzix. This is one of Tim's ideas. So in here, you get the standard, a square, and one of the small die cutting plates. So it's a whole combination. So these are nice for the cover plates, the regular cutting plates, and they'll work on all your machines. This is brand new from 49th and Market, and this is the vintage Artistry Serenity collection. So we have some of the paper packs in with the assorted papers in them. You can see another beautiful collection. We have the solid pad, and then we have the 6x8, which we always get way late, but we got these in early. So these are their 6x8 pads. So these are in stock. Also from 49th and Market, we have the Memory Keeper in white, the quad folio. We have, there's no pictures to show you, but we have, I think, one in the store in the black. This is a new collection that is coming out. The only thing we have so far in this one from 49th and Market is their fabric tape. But that gives you kind of a sneak peek of the colors and the patterns that you're going to see in this new collection. And this is Elena. Yep. I already counted on that, Robin. Let's see, we got a couple things. Oh, gosh. Can you look quick? And you can get Paulette later. There's a new big stamp set on the bottom row in the birthdays from My Favorite Things. I think there's a die right next to it or something. We have a couple things in from Lawn Fun, and this is the mini slimline Level Up. So this is one of those little box cards, and this is long and short. It's a mini slimline. So we'll be showing samples with this one, and I'm sure that you're going to see this in a couple classes coming up because Kim and I discussed that. Let me see. We have a new just small little sentiment set for birthdays, and I like these because they're a little bit bigger and bolder. We have the loopy die. Now this might have been an old one that they brought back, but this is great for borders on the back of cards, just as creating a background with different colors and just at the bottom of something. So just, I think, it's one of those that sometimes you don't use, but then you're like looking around because you need to add something, and it'd be like perfect to add. So while Lori's looking for that, it's, let me just run and grab the other. She's not finding it. It's big.
This one?
Yep.
With the head? I mean the animal?
Let's see it. Thanks. And this is the new stamp set, and it's called Happy Birthday Herd. And I think this is one that Kim had thought about possibly doing a birthday class with. And you can see all those cute little animals. Okay, so that's from MFT. Gosh, probably about 5 years ago, we used to have probably about 30 of these little Santoro little stamp sets. Well, they're coming back, and these are some new designs, and they're super sweet, and they're like, I think they're like under $4. And these are the two newest ones that came in.
Good morning.
Good morning. This is a package of die cuts, assorted die cuts from Stamperia. And I'm not sure what collection it goes to, but I'm sure it's probably our way. From Prima, we got this little package of confetti, which are great for inside your shaker cards. It's called Strawberry Confetti.
The foil thing. And I don't have it.
And last of all,
So anyway,
molds.
I said,
Let me see if I have a sample of a finished mold.
well, I looked into my wooden stamps, which I haven't gone and used and can't tell you how long, and I found these two things, and so this is the one I used on this, which I like because her samples like something like that. And
So this is, these are new molds from,
one leafy one, but I
these are new molds.
this
Carol,
one
shh.
drew.
I'm on Facebook.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. She's all excited showing the cards I did. I'm almost done. Give me a minute. But these are new molds from Finnabar. And you use them. You can use them with paper clay. But this amazing casting resin is the easiest way to do it. This will be a Facebook Live. I promise I'll show you. But you do, it's a 2-part mix. You pour it in here, and after about 10 minutes, you pop them out, and these are the dimensional designs that you can create with that amazing resin. These are from other molds that we've had in the past, and these are great for putting on your cards. We also have this whole pack of different resins. You can ink them. You can use, we have different pastes. Look how beautiful these are. So these are the amazing casting resins, and these are the new molds. This one is the pocket watches. You can see all the designs. This one is called Nocturnal Insects. This one is called Clock Faces. Locks and Keys. Steampunk Hearts. I think I like them all except that one. Pieces of Underworld. Perfect for your Halloween coming up. Or if people really like that steampunky kind of look. And the last, oh, this is Nocturnal Insects, which we got. So those are the new things, I believe. I think I've got everything. I might have missed some stuff, but then there's always next week. So a couple other things I want to mention that on my little note that I made. Maker Mania kits will start to be going out possibly this week. We're just waiting for some of our papers to come in for our add-on collection papers, and then we'll be calling you for payment for your shipping. So look forward to that. I believe we are sold out. If anything, we have one kit left. So thank you to everyone who's supporting our Maker Mania. Number 2, we have a new exclusive class that you have to check out. Just put it on our website. It is from Spellbinders. It's on October 29th. And it is a Winter Bloom stamp and die set. It's an exclusive stamp and die set only to Crafters Home Stores and to the people that are doing this class. And the class is $42. You'll be making 3 cards. There's a picture of the 3 cards that you're making. And in your kit, you will be getting the die and a stamp set with that. So pretty much the die and stamp set come to like $40 retail, and the $2 goes to Spellbinders, the person that has to kit up all those packages. And you know that one of the things that you might not know about Spellbinders, and I found that out in one of our meetings, is that they have hired like a group of disabled people come in, and they are the ones that kit for Spellbinders, and I think that's really cool. The fact that they do that. So anyways, we have that on our site. It's $42. Go ahead and order that. Check out the class. You'll love it. Be Bold Blooms is a die set that they came out with this past summer. It has been amazingly popular. I have more coming in. So if you missed out the last time when we sold out this week, I think I have 10 more coming in. You can put your name on that. But this is the Winter Bloom, Bee Bloom, and I think you're going to love it. And oh gosh, one of the other things, the convention is coming to the Erie County Fair, 27th and 28th. We are not going to be a vendor for multiple reasons. It's just, a lot of you might know or may not know, Mark kind of tore the ligaments on the top of his shoulder during COVID, and they totally just kind of like are unrepairable. So anyways, he on his one arm, he can only lift it so high. So he can't build that display. So therefore, I wouldn't be able to, I mean, if I was to go, I would have to put everything in baskets on the table, and that is not my look. So, for that reason and, a couple others and so on, we are not going to be a vendor. We will be open in the store that weekend. We're open all month. And but we are supporting it. We have tickets in the store, pre-sale tickets for $7. I don't have any other information other than the same thing that you're going to find on the website. So any questions, just contact them. But anyways, just note. And talked about Spellbinders, the show, Maker Mania, and last of all, over the last 2 years, things have changed and so on and so forth. And we always used to do a sale this time of year, our Wacky Week sale, which I'm still not comfortable with having that massive amount of people in the store. But this coming week, we are doing sale week. So the store, except for our regular exclusions, everything will be 20% off. In the store, we'll have additional items in sale and specials throughout the store. So it's to your advantage to come in and check them out. So that will start Monday. If you happen to come in today, we're going to honor the sale. There's nothing worse than coming in the day before somebody had a sale and you missed it by a day. So if you come in today, you'll get the sale prices. Yep. So that goes from Monday to Saturday. Oh, we also have Stamp Camp running concurrently with our sale, which will be why not? So we have, kits are going to be ready. They'll be going out. The ones that we have to mail will be going out today. If you're picking yours up, they'll be here Monday. We have spots available for our Zoom on Friday night. And then we have a couple spots on Saturday for the in-store and Monday for the in-store. So the sale we cannot do online, guys, because I can't go through and exclude all new things. But I know we have a lot of you ladies that do join us from all over. So I'm willing to, if you do if you want to put the stuff in your cart, and you can email me a screenshot or text me or message me a screenshot. We will ring that up in the store at the sale price and just process it in the store and mail it out to you. So hopefully that works for you. So Sandy, I know that you can't get here and so on, but because it does exclude new products, and we can't go through all our million products online and put a little note this is excluded, this is blah, blah, blah. But we can do that in the store. But so you guys that are far away can still take advantage of it. Go and check, see what's online. Like I said, shoot me an email, message me, text me, call the store with your list. It'd be hard if you have a list, but it'd be easier for us to have something in front of us. So I think I rambled enough. Donna's got a class coming up in probably 13 minutes. So I'm going to sign off. Anybody have any questions? No. You can't call in or order, Carol, because it's too hard. We'd have to write everything down. It would be easier for us to see it in an email or a screenshot or something like that. Yeah. I don't have the manpower in the store for somebody just to, to write everything down and so on. Natalie, you can just text me if you want a Stamp Camp kit, and then we can get yours out. I can do that for you. And I think we have 13 cards for Stamp Camp. We may have another one, but I think I lost one of the flowers. Imagine that. I'm lucky it was just one card we lost. But anyways, so I'm going to sign off. Everybody have a wonderful day. Maybe we'll see you in the store. Maybe we'll see you online. But take care, and I'll see you next Wednesday.